channel. So today's tutorial is very different from what I've done in the past. I mean, it's dramatic, but man, it is super dramatic. So one of my followers had requested a look like this. They wanted to do something more punk. So I did something super dark, and I added some like neon pink onto the lid. So I hope you guys like and find it fun. I really did accessorize a lot with this look. I put in all of my earrings. So I actually have a lot of earrings, but I never put them all in. So I have two up here. I think, did the one fall off? Yeah, whatever. I didn't have the hook, but I have my cartilage piercing here. I have two piercings down here, two piercings down here, one piercing here. I have one here, but the hoop fell out because I didn't have like the little bar that goes in between, but whatever. Then this is fake. This is just nose ring that I got. So I actually do have a nose piercing on my nose, but I thought this would be fun to do right here. Then I got this really long necklace that has like this little thing at the bottom. You can't really tell. And this like really diamondy bracelet. And then, yeah. So I really accessorized with this look. I thought it was really fun. I'm glad I did something different. I actually used black eyeliner on my lips today with Nevermind from ColourPop on top. So that's just like a deep purple color. I used the, here I'll show you. For the eyes, I used the Naked Smoky Palette and then the Urban Decay Electric Palette. So this is a really fun look, and I really hope that you guys like it a lot. If you have any other makeup tutorial requests, please let me know down in the comments. I have a bunch more requests coming to you guys, so stay tuned for that. If you have any more, please let me know down in the comments. Now, for the question of the video, my question is, what is your favorite type of look to do? Do you like natural looks? Is that your favorite? Or do you have a lot of fun doing something super, you know, dark like this? Do you like to do something more neon for fun? Do you like to do something super sparkly? Like whenever you're getting super creative with your makeup looks, if you do, what is the look that you get most excited about? Bright colors, dark colors? Explain what your favorite type of look is. Also, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Alex, and I have this channel, Beauty Addict Next Door, and I also have another channel called Beauty Blogger 101, which I will link down below. Beauty Addict Next Door is like your typical makeup channel with hauls, makeup tutorials. Beauty Blogger 101 is just for beauty bloggers and aspiring beauty bloggers to learn and improve their channel. So I do random tips, how to pick out your YouTube channel name, iMovie editing tutorials, so definitely go check out that channel as well and hit subscribe. Now that we got the introduction out of the way, let's jump on into the makeup tutorial. So off camera, I went in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and sprayed that all over my face. And then I went in with this NYX eyeshadow base. This one is in Skin Tone, and I just put that on my eyelid and then on my brow bone as well. So now we're going to go in with the ColourPop eye pencil in Swerve, and what we're going to do is we're going to line our eyes and then we're going to smudge out the color. So first let's line our eyes. You don't have to be precise for this. Like, don't worry about being perfect because we're going to smudge it out anyway. Definitely do a little bit more out here. Just because we're going to have it more concentrated out there, the black. Okay, see how easy this is to put on? It's going to be, I think it's going to be really easy to smudge too. I didn't go low enough because I was using the viewfinder, so I use this mirror. Definitely want to get it against the lash line. Oh, that's disappointing. This completely just broke off, like a piece of it. So make sure you don't have it out too long. I don't know if I could say that's my fault or ColourPop's fault, but it's kind of annoying. I just lost a lot of product. I can't find it either. So. So now I'm going to go in with this smudge brush from Sigma. It's the number 21 brush. So we're going to go back and forth against all the liner that we had, and then we're going to start fluffing it up. So just start here, kind of go back and forth. Same here, go back and forth. Okay, go on the other side. back and forth, back and forth. And we start fluffing up, so you just kind of do upward motions. You want the color to go up, but you don't want a ton. Just gonna like feather up. You definitely want the outer part to come up more. You want the liner in the front to come up a little bit, but the outer part's where you're really gonna want to concentrate on fluffing up. So yeah, it's gonna look really messy at first, but it'll all come together, no worries. And if you feel more comfortable, you can put tape on your face, but I always hate doing that. I like to go in with a makeup wipe and then wipe up later, just because I heard it's bad to put tape on your face. But whatever, whatever works for you. Just kind of work with it. You can go back and forth motions, up and down motions, whatever you need to do as you're doing it. I kind of go back and forth. So that's really smoking it out, and also kind of gives that cat eye effect too. So you can round it more, you can make it pointy, whatever you want to do. I'm going to try to round it a little bit though, I don't want it too pointy. So that really kind of blows it out, and really it's going to have a lot of staying power because this is a gel liner, it's not, or gel eye pencil. It's not, you know, eyeshadow that you're blowing out. Eyeshadow is more easily movable. Alright, so now we're going to go in with this Urban Decay Naked Smoky Palette. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in with this color Slanted right here and put that in the crease, and that's going to be the more blown out crease color. And to place it, we're going to be using the Wet n Wild Blending Crease Brush. So we're just on the outer part, work our way in, and go back and forth. Kind of want to be careful when you're initially placing the color because that's when it's most concentrated on the brush. So you kind of want to slowly kind of dab it across, and then you bring it back and forth. That will allow you to have the most control. So yeah, see, we're gonna dab it. Go back and forth. Okay, now we're gonna go into the deeper part of the crease, and we're gonna be using this color right here called Password. And to place it, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this Sigma E30 pencil brush. And I wanna do this, especially because this is going to be so dark. I'm hoping that what I can do is place it in the crease, kind of go back and forth, and then we'll go in with this e.l.f. blending brush just to blend it out. But because like this is a little bit smaller, so we can be more precise when we're placing the color, and then this will help blend it out. So like I did this in my previous makeup tutorial, I used this, but it got a little messy because this is pretty fluffy. So just to keep the control, we'll go in with this brush first, and then to blend, we'll go in with this brush. Let's start on the outer part, just dab along the way, and kind of pull back and forth. Okay, dab. It's especially important to be careful whenever you're working with darker colors because they just kind of go everywhere. This is why I especially wanted to be more precise with this brush. I'm gonna go back in again. Just dabbing and go back and forth. Color's still kind of fading down, so it's kind of not helping like I would have had thought. I think it's just because of the way you're pressing on your eyeball. It's kind of like when I'm dabbing it, it's fine, but then you go back and forth, and that's when it's going to come down. Yeah. Sometimes there's just no way around it. If I find an amazing brush, I will let you know. Then I'm going to lightly dip this brush into that color, Password, just to have a little bit color there. We'll start on the outer part, dab, back and forth, back and forth. Dip it again, a little bit. And we're going to dab where we were before, and then go back and forth, back and forth. Okay, then I dipped this brush back into Slanted, we're gonna kind of dab, dab, back and forth. All right, so we're gonna go back to that palette because I'm gonna be going back and forth with blending, but we are gonna go in with another palette as well. So we're gonna be going in with the Urban Decay Electric palette as well. I wanted to incorporate a pink neon color with this smoky eye. So I wanted to place a hot pink color with this look, so we're gonna go in with this color called Savage. We're gonna place that on the lid, and so we're gonna use this eyeshadow brush right here from Wet n Wild. I think this is the small eyeshadow brush. So we're gonna go right on the lid, kind of above where the smoky eye is. Start the main concentration there. On the other side. Alright, then I dipped it again, and we're going to go back into that area, and then we're going to kind of work it down a little bit and work it up a little bit. Right before you get into that deeper part of the crease, kind of down along where that smudging was. So I put some more of the Password eyeshadow from the Naked Smoky Palette on this brush, and we're just going to dab it, bring it back and forth. Dab it, bring it back and forth. So the next color that we're going to go in with this is this color called a Blackout. And we're going to be using the Sigma E25 brush, and we're going to dip it in there, and then we're going to go kind of in the outer corner to, blend it out. Just kind of dabbing it first. And then you can start kind of swirling and go back and forth a little bit into the crease. Try to keep it more rounded. Dab. Go in a little bit. And then you can start blending. Mix of dabbing motions, back and forth motions. Start blending on the outer part, then work your way in. That way there's less on your brush when you get to the closer to here where the pink is. Padding works too. A lot of blending here, especially through all these dark colors. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that smudge brush from Sigma, and we're going to dip that into Blackout, line our lids kind of like where we put the liner, and then we're going to smudge it a little bit. Kind of line it. This will help make it a little bit darker, and kind of smudge it back and forth. You still want the smudged look, but I wanted a little bit more concentration on the color. I like the shade Blackout too because it's not completely black. Makes it look a little bit different. I really like how it blends with the pink. Kind of feather it like you did before. I just want to blend a little bit more with this. On the outer part. And then we're going to use this brush from Sigma. This is the E55 eye shading brush. And we're going to dip that into a more skin tone color. We're going to be going in with Combust and placing that on the brow bone, just so we clean up the smokiness a little bit, but then we're going to go back in with that blending brush again from Wet n Wild. So let's first put on Combust. Okay, I'm going to dab it at the front, back, go back and forth a little bit. And then just to make sure, because kind of when you do that, it helps clean it up, it also kind of makes it like a strict line. don't want it to be super strict. So I do that to help clean it up, but then I go back in with this blending brush. I'm not adding on any more color. I didn't take off any color from the brush, just kind of using what's left on it. And then we're gonna go up here and kind of bring it back and forth a little bit, just so it's not super harsh line, but it still blends in, it's still cleaned up. Oh, okay, so we got this eye part done, so now we can move on to the face. Next, we're gonna go in with this Milani face primer. This is the Prime Perfection face primer, and this is one that's meant for more dry skin because it's more hydrating, and it also is pore minimizing and oil free. Oops, I think I put a lot on. It smells like vanilla icing, which I do like, but I'm just not as excited about this. I'm more excited about the e.l.f. primer that has, it's the pink one. It's a pore minimizing one. Or pore filler, whatever they want to call it, whatever. Fills in the damn pores. But anyway, I like it because you put it on your finger and it looks like a lotion. But then you rub it into your face and it feels like a gel. Like, it's really cool. The only thing is it doesn't really smell that great. It doesn't linger though. Like, this smells better. But I'm just not as excited about it. Now, this makes it more sticky. So if you're someone who has combo skin, and like I can imagine you probably don't like gels as much, just because gels make your skin more slick, so it's just gonna not help with the oiling, your staying power with your makeup. So this might be a better option for you if you want something, you know, because this says it's more hydrating. I don't know if it necessarily is, but yeah, if you have oily skin, I'd probably stay away from gel primers. Now, if you have oily skin, really like gel based primers, let us know down in the comments. And also let us know if you consider yourself someone who has super oily skin or not. If you have combo skin, you know, does gel primers work for you? Just because I don't have oily skin, but just based on my experience, I can't imagine a gel primer working that great for someone with oily skin. So off camera, I went in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation. And then I highlighted my face underneath my eyes, my forehead, my nose, my cupid's bow, the sides of my cheeks, and my chin with the NYX HD Concealer in Porcelain. I am obsessed with this. I think I'm almost out, so I need to order more. Then I went in with the NARS Stephen Klein Cheek Palette, and I used this shade right here to set all of my concealer, just basically going on top of that NYX HD concealer. And then I use this baby pink color as my blush. Can you see that? Yeah. This was it, in case you didn't see it. I don't know if you did. Alright, I'm gonna actually just realize I'm gonna do my brows off camera too, because that's just like, there's too much eye stuff going on. I'm gonna go do that. Alright, so I went off camera again, and I went in with the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Taupe, and then I also used the NYX Control-Free Clear Brow Gel. Now we're going to do the lower lash line, and we're going to be going back in with the ColourPop Swerve eye pencil, and we're going to place it on the lower lash line, and then we're going to smudge it out. You want to try to get as close to the lash line as possible, because you don't want it to come down too far, especially because you're going to be smudging it. And this product comes off super easily too. Alright, so this Smudge Brush from Sigma is like our friend for this video, or at least my friend, because that's the brush that I'm using. But what we're going to do is start on the outer part, and then we're going to go kind of back and forth, work our way in, back and forth, same thing on the other side, back and forth. Okay, I'm going to try to go as much into that, not on the waterline, but up to the waterline as possible. So pretty much tight lining as much as you can. Doing back and forth motions, kind of move it up. You can bring it down a little bit, go back and forth, just so it smokes out. You don't want like too much harsh color going down, but it's going to kind of gray out towards the bottom. Do dabbing motions, kind of bring it back and forth a little bit. Just going to feather back and forth. You're doing your makeup. It's not just about doing one motion. You're going to want to do a bunch of different motions to get the effect that you want. Sometimes it's about the order, sometimes you just got to mix it up, play with it, mess around with it. Just do what works for you. Hopefully what I'm showing you will help you. We're probably going to go in with more eyeshadow, but first I'm going to line the upper and lower waterlines just to see how it all looks together and then go from there. So, start with the upper waterline and do the lower. Oh, and I'm not even telling you what I'm using. I'm using the Urban Decay 24/7 Velvet Glide On Eye Pencil, and this is it's called Plushy. I love it. It's really cute. It's just a purple eyeliner. I didn't want to use black. I wanted to kind of use a darker color. I love the 24/7 eyeliners. This is really hard to talk doing this. Alright, so off camera I went with the Wet n Wild Mega Volume Mascara. I put them on my upper and lower lashes. Then I went in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I always go in with the setting spray before I put on my lashes. I don't want to put it over my false lashes because then they might get loose and I don't want to deal with that. So I like to do that first. Then I went in with false lashes, obviously. I used the Ardell Lash Glue to place it, and I am wearing the Ardell Glamour Lashes. Now the last part of this look is the lips. So what we're going to do is we're going to line our lips with this black eye pencil from Wet n Wild. It's not necessarily a lip liner, but I'm going to use it as a lip liner. And we're going to put that all over our lips. And then to top it off, we are going to go in with Nevermind from ColourPop, which is a very dark purple lipstick that came out in their fall collection. So we're going to go in with that after we put on this black eye pencil. Okay, now we're going to go in with Nevermind. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this makeup tutorial and found it fun. Please let me know down in the comments, like I said at the beginning of this video, what your favorite type of makeup look is to do, what you get really excited about and get really creative with. I would love to know. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below. Like this video if you've liked it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!